What's going on, guys? Back in action here. Hang tight with me. Hang tight. Trying to make sure that we are up and running. I don't know what that was. I don't know why I can't trade on my Top Win Futures live account. We got issues here today, though, man. We got issues. Part of the game, as always. Let me just make sure we are up, back in action here. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Hang on one second, guys. Yeah, we're back. There we go. There we go. We are back in action. Chat. Don't know what the hell that was. Back in action. But I got two issues here. I got two issues. I got my orders not getting filled for some reason here on my Trade-of-8 Top Win Futures account, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's something that I didn't do on my side. I'm sure it is some kind of connection or something. I have the contracts filled. I mean, the contract agreement filled out. I don't know. I'm gonna try to test this real quick on the side and see if I can't get it to work. I don't want to hit the button too many times because eventually I'm gonna get filled. But I'm gonna try this again. I'm trying on YM for just like just aggressive short all the way up here, just to see if like it will go through even.
Order filled.
Oh, that one went through. Oh, we're up, guys. We're up. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm short. I'm short with no stop loss or take profit. Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, now we gotta move fast. Yeah, guys, I don't know what was going on there. For some reason, I was not able to get logged in and trade off of a off of my Top Win Futures account at all. There we are. We're back up. Okay, hang on. We're back up. And the stream's up all at the same time. I got to get a stop loss order in here, guys, real quick. This is not really great. This is not really what I wanted to do here today. Not really what I wanted to do here today, but here we are. I clicked sell 47,000 times on YM, and now I'm eventually short here. Let me go ahead and get a stop loss order in here quickly, since this is a dangerous game that I'm playing right now. Let's go with a stop loss order somewhere up here. Somewhere right in here. Let's go with a buy stop. Okay. We got a buy stop order in. I'm short one from 50,000 for 50,541. Apologies for the stream getting cut off, and apologies for not being able to get into my damn account. I don't know what was doing that. You guys saw it on the live session. I had a couple of orders rejected there. I don't know exactly why that was. Let me get rid of this. I don't know exactly why that was. I can't really say. This is the first trade that I've put on in the Trade-of-8 account here with Top Win Futures. So, you know, I'm testing it live with you guys. That was round one. I don't really know that I want to be short up here, honestly, now that we broke through the 50,500s and we're just continuing to the upside. But I clicked the sell button multiple times on and off the stream, trying to get into a position to figure it out. I think I'm just gonna let this run for now and kind of see if I can get out and everything else works. One thing I will note now is that this is not an OCO order, so this is a problem. I would have to manually close this out if I closed out my, you know, my actual order. So it's definitely something to note there. Let me get rid of that. So anyway, I'm short one from 50,541. Interesting. I don't know why that was, but we're back in action here. back in action here. So, anyway, appreciate you guys hopping back on. If you hopped back on, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here, guys. We'll have some fun. Let me see. Stream looks good. I don't know what was good with the stream, but we're back. We're back in action. Let me make sure I throw the link over to everybody real quick as we let this thing run. Hang tight, guys. Hang tight, guys. Just throwing the link in everybody's chat so I could make sure that I get back up running in the stream. Oh, the fun of live streaming. Oh, the fun it is to live stream. All right. I'll let you know if I have any other issue. We'll see it live here, but we're back up and running for now. Back up and running for now after getting kicked off stream, and I actually had to fully restart that stream. It's not the same link or anything, so anyway, we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's see. You guys look like you can see and hear me good. Chat, how we doing, guys? How we doing? How are we doing? I can see you guys on Kick. I can see you guys on X. I can see you guys on YouTube. Killed my stream, though. Oh, no, I'm not live on X now. Whatever. Whatever. Let's try not to get too distracted. Let's talk about it. Online. Past 2 evals today. Nice. Back online. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Check your limits in Trade Evade. Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have any problem trading one mini, which I'm in right now, or have like a risk limit or something. But we're up, so that was something that was funky. I don't know what was going on. I actually did enter that one from Trade Evade. I hit the button on Trade Evade as I was trying to smash it a couple times. Maybe I was on like the wrong contract or something. I don't know. This is the continuous contract for YM, so I don't know what would have caused that. I really do not. I really do not. Again, not... We'll see how this trade works out. I said I wanted to short around the 50,500s. I don't know. Had I not been off the stream messing with trying to get it back on, if I would have wanted to get short right when I did, when it finally filled me. But we're going to leave it up to the trading gods now. You could always get out and say, hey, I don't want to be in this trade. You know, let me take a small L. I was looking potentially short for reversion play off of these highs. We're not getting that yet at all. We're just continuing this drive to the upside. We could be in for another one of these, just blasting through all-time highs. I could be the only idiot fading this movement to the downside, but I like this opportunity just right back to VWAP. I like it even back down towards yesterday's high. That would present a nice movement over 200 points to the downside from my entry. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I got to take an L to start this this Trade Evade journey here on the Top 1 Futures live account. But we're back up streaming. Accounts look good. Everything looks like it's functioning. No complaints there. No complaints there. Welcome back. Thanks for back in. Yeah, man, we're hanging out. We're hanging out. We're hanging out. If you guys hopped on late, welcome to the show. Let me get the links in the chat again. Welcome to the show. You want to join the 100% free trading Discord. You want to get the schedule for the live streams. You want to get access to more fun stuff. All the links right there, man. Check out the prop firms that I trade with, the software that I use. All of it is right there. Slothfather, I had the same problem when on my first migrated trade. Yeah, okay, so there you go. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they just got to like activate it when you click the button or something. It like wakes the whole system up. You know, maybe it's something along those lines. I don't know. I don't know. 372 long ES. Nice, Dwayne. Very nice. Very nice. I'm going for the reversion play on YM into the open. It is aggressive. It is counter to this higher time frame movement to the upside that we have forming here. I'm not looking for this bar to flip bearish. I'm not looking for us to sell off today. I'm not looking for us to even, you know, close to the downside. I'm looking for a reversion back around that VWAP, volume weighted average price, after this big extension off of the open. The longer this holds, the less I like it. I did like the 50,500s for a nice round psychological number. Nice wide stop on this one, similar to what I'm usually running. I don't think this is insane volatility that I would really need to adjust too much for. No fixed take profit as of yet. Not that I can drag one out from this now. I would have to set a limit buy to the downside, something like that, for a non-one cancels the other order, which is tough. But I'd have to run something like this if I wanted to run a fixed take profit to the downside, you know, something along these lines. So won't do that just yet. But first trade on the Trade-of-8 Trading View, at least for top one futures connection. We'll see. We'll see how this one plays out. You guys get to see it live. 10:01. Got a little bit to initial balance. We'll get ready to mark that up as that gets set up here. And then maybe we hop back over to NQ, take some crazy scalpy trades. See what NQ is doing while we are in a trade here on YM. NQ really aggressively continued that move to the upside. We were watching the 1 minute before here. Aggressively continued that move to the upside. Not breaking above pre-market highs just yet. Not pushing highs of day, but looking pretty bullish after initially opening to the downside here, aggressively lower right off of the open. Is this our 930? Yeah, right into 930. We just wicked above that price action, and then we sold off by almost 150 points. Found some buyers. We ripped it back up. Let's see what we get here. Let's look at ES. Somewhat similar movement out of ES. Let's see, chat. Let's see. Thanks, guys, for the link. Yeah, gotcha. Everybody in Discord get it? Let me see. Yeah, looks like you guys got it in Discord. Looking like brothers ES and NQ today. Boys took care of me. Nice. nice. Awesome. Yeah, ES and NQ are trending pretty tightly today. Curious to see where we go here if YM starts to get this little bit of a turn to the downside. Come back down and sweep a 15-minute bar low. Give me a little bit of a W. And then maybe hop back over to NQ. But I'm gonna have to figure out what the drill was on that kick me off the stream. Top one futures alert. What do we got going on here? Massive scaling update. Yeah, guys. So this is live. I'll throw this in the chat since we were talking about it, and I'm about to read the message. They just put this in their main Discord. This is live. 50% off Ignite and Pro accounts. 40% off the instant funded accounts, and 60% off, 60, your first or next Trade-of-8 account. Whether you've been trading with Top One before, whether you've not been trading with Top One, first or next Trade-of-8 account, 60% off with code RDF. If you want to check this out, I will throw the link in the chat for you guys. But they just announced that their Valentine's Day promo in their Valentine's Day promo in their main Discord. Y'all want to check that out? Feel free. Link is going to be in the chat in just a second. Badass deal on instant funded accounts. Yes. Yeah, stop is up here at 50,736. Been really just using almost my full, the amount that I want to take on for a full daily loss limit on as my stop loss, just to run a really, really wide starting stop loss here on YM. But I'm short one from 50,541. I got to get comfortable with the new numbers here since we're cracked the 50,000 mark on YM. Stop is at 50,736, which is exactly 541. 195 tick, 195 point stop loss, right? Keeping me under that $1,000 worth of risk on YM on the mini here. Haven't really had to adjust that too much, or I just haven't wanted to adjust that too much for volatility. But I may start to in the future if we really start moving. If we have another day like this, my little 200 point stop ain't gonna work too nicely. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what this trade's got for me. We'll let this one play. I might even run this one with a fixed take profit and stop loss, and then hop over to NQ on some other sim accounts. One of the advantages also of trading, multiple accounts with prop firms is across different firms, especially different instruments. I could let this bad boy run. I could set a take profit in here, which I think I might do coming up pretty soon. I think I'm probably just going to want to take this at VWAP if we come back down right around prior day's high. I might run a fixed take profit and then hop back over to NQ with you guys, get some scalping action going, have some more fun, get more comfortable on TradingView Ninja Trader Tradeovate. All T names, man. They have to make it real easy for us. Even the prop firms are all T names. I don't know what got in everybody's ear where it was like everything has to be a T. Trade? Is that like an association thing? Don't know. But we are going to get ready for one thing I would kind of want to watch on here. This was my 50,500 level that I was watching to the upside. Don't have this marked just yet. Gonna get ready for IB low. Yeah, this has been really tough to trade against, the IB high and low once that comes in. 10:30 a.m. Eastern, we get the initial balance high and low. Very watched levels. It's the high and low that's put in between 9:30 a.m. Eastern and 10:30 a.m. Eastern. And if you want to check out the stats on this bad boy, we can do that right here on Edgeful. Shout out Edgeful for stats on all these different market movements. Let's go ahead and look at YM. Let's go ahead and look at the initial balance breakout. It actually shows you it's forming right now, obviously. But what we're looking at here is significantly more often than not, just one of the stats around this one, significantly more often than not, if we break one side of the initial balance, we ain't coming back up or down to break the other side. This one has been really tough to be trading against as of recent. It even gives you a streak. It shows you like every single day, right? For the last, I don't know how many days it gives you. Like, are we double breaking or single breaking? 1, 2, 3 in a row here. We had a double break right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had a double break on this day. Single break, single break, single break, single break. Double break right here. Far more often than not, look at this streak right here. far more often than not, we are, we are not breaking both sides of that initial balance once it does set. If you're in a trade ahead of it like I am, you can use some other things to your advantage. Which side is forming first and second? Which side is more likely to break first based on that number. You can take a look at the retracement, the extension. There's so many different things around initial balance, but the baseline one that a lot of traders watch is we break that high or low, we're often not coming back to break that other side. So something that I want to honestly use a little bit more in my trading. I watch it. I'd like to get a little bit more comfortable making some discretionary trade management decisions utilizing it. So I'm going to talk about the initial balance breakout, just the standard report. I'm going to talk about the which side forms first based on how it's forming and which side is more likely to break first. I'm also going to start to talk about the average extension, the average retracement, because I think that could be really, really interesting to pay attention to. I think Dwayne, you were in here talking about that as well, talking about the retracement being really interesting. Once we break one side, what percent of the time do we retrace a certain amount in? 25%, 50%, 75%. I think that could be really, really powerful stuff. So if you guys want to check out Edgeful, and I'll read some of the chat. If you guys got questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Discount 20% off of Edgeful. This is a paid software. Remember, I'm partnered, I'm affiliated, I stand to make money. I can't be unbiased if I stand to make money. Do your own research, make your own decisions. I think this stuff is helpful as all heck, but you got to decide that for yourself, for sure, as always. So, somebody asks, I would call my prop firm prop trader, P-prop trader. Zach, have you seen this stat for market continuation on YM? 83% chance if you break the high or low of 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. London session. No, haven't seen that one. Really strong. I also do like the 1 hour, which is really similar to, we're starting to get a little bit of selling pressure here. I do like the 1 hour, the opening candle continuation. So, once the opening 1 hour candle forms, if we break out, if that forms bullish, we are significantly more likely to put a bullish daily candle in. If that first 1 hour candle forms bearish, we are significantly more likely to put a bearish daily candle in. It's called the opening candle continuation. I really do like that one on Edgeful as well. We can take a look at this right here. I don't want to come too far off of my chart here as we start to sell off, but I could watch it over here on Bookmap. Opening candle continuation, really, really interesting stat to look at here on Edgeful if you guys want to check this out. Again, what it's measuring is, you can come down here, they have explainer videos and everything. What it's measuring is, opening candle, and you can set the opening candle, right? Do you want to look at the 15-minute opening candle, the 60-minute opening candle? Which one, based on how that candle forms, you can get a stat for the rest of the day. Are we typically forming a green day or a red day after that? Strong stat, around a lot of these. So again, you can customize it by candle size. You could look at a whole bunch of other, different reports on this. Powerful stuff from Edgeful. But yeah, there's a lot of them. I definitely got to check out the rest of them for sure. Again, if you guys want to check this out, link is in the chat. 20% off of yearly with them. Powerful stuff. I think it can add a lot of confirmation to your trading. Even if you trade different styles, different approaches, I think Edgeful and other, statistics and reports that you get, opening balance, initial balance, opening ranges, daily candles, average session ranges, average daily ranges. That stuff could be a really clean add-in. So I would check that out if you guys are interested. If you have any questions, feel free, hit me up in Discord, hit me up at any point. I'm happy to try to help you out. So we got some selling pressure here, guys. Can we get some follow-through here? We have not set our initial balance high or low just yet. Once we hit 1030, as long as we don't trade down below this candle right here, this would be it. I don't really like to mark it until we set it, but we're at 10:14 a.m. Eastern. So far, here's our high and low for NYSE session, right? Sorry, I can't see. We're kind of overlapping. Yeah. Love an Edgeful. Great way to spend the weekend study time. Yeah. When it says double break, does that mean it breaks, retests, then breaks again? No. So the double break on edge full, yeah, I'll watch this over here. The double break on edge full, looking at the initial balance, would mean it breaks. I think they even show you it. Would mean single break, it means it breaks just one side and it does not come back down to break the other side. Double break means it breaks one side, as in here's the initial balance that's set from 9:30 to 10:30. It pops the high and then it comes back down and breaks the low, right? So, you know, the thesis is based on the stats, right? You know, significantly more often than not, and this decreases a little bit if you increase the amount of time, right? Like maybe we look over the last 2 years of data. I think it drops it down to closer to 70%. You know, over the last 2 years of data, 73% of the time, if we break this high, right, 73% of the days over the last 2 years, let me speak clearly about it. If we have broken the initial balance high or low, we don't come back to break the other side. So if price comes up here, right, for example, here's how I might use it in this trade exactly. You know, if we trade into 1030, I don't take profit. Price comes back out to break this high, right? And maybe I have a take profit down here. I technically don't have a take profit down here, but maybe I have a take profit down here. This is something that plays out, you know, significantly less often. You know, 20% of the less than 20% of the time over the last 6 months, but only 22% of the time for the last 2 years, right? So, you know, I have to ask myself, why am I trading for that, right? Is there something really strong going on in the chart that I want to trade against something that is objectively happening more often than not, at least historically, because anything can happen, right, in future markets? You know, so those things can be used as context. Again, even if you don't, a lot of people go, well, I have a strategy, right? I have an approach. I have something that I use. You could trade whatever you want and use stats. You could trade, you know, whatever, you know, type of trading strategy you want to trade. Discretionary, objective, you know, level to level, indicators, order flow, whatever, smart money, whatever you want to do. The stats are the stats, right? And it's the same stuff that you look for in backtesting. So interesting to see. So as we come lower here, guys, I'm curious to see if we get around VWAP. I think for take profit on this, just to start to talk about it a little bit early, this would be prior day high, right? That's a danger zone, but right here coming off of VWAP, that's a danger zone right there. We are at a little bit of consolidation. This is, if I look at the 1 minute, like this is where we pop to the upside right off the open. We could just be retesting this before blasting off. I'm waiting for a little bit more out of this, a little bit more of a move lower. But I'm starting to frame this trade to the downside and say, you know, I don't know that I want to shoot for a big sell-off, right? I don't know that I want my thesis to be that we sell off all day, we flip this thing bearish. Surely that could happen, right? But, you know, in order of what's more likely to happen, that we turn from here, right? I could close it out right now, secure $415. Little less likely, but would present more profit opportunity. Back to VWAP. Not even touching prior day high again, but just back to VWAP. You know, a little bit less likely, but still more profit all the way down here. Consolidation, prior day's volume point of control. I think that's a really reasonable, nice profit target. You know, that would be like, what, over 300 points to the downside? Yeah, 350 points to the downside right in there. And then, you know, biggest profit opportunity, I think least likely to happen, we just reverse and we sell off by, you know, 1,000 points, right? So for me, the way I'm framing this is I'm thinking in here. I'm thinking right back down towards the 360s. Right back down towards the 360s. If we could start to get some momentum to the downside, probably right above VWAP, that would present me with a nice way to take profit. Not as much as I'd like, to be completely honest. But around that prior day high VWAP level, right? A nice crack lower. That's where I'd be looking to get out. For me on this one, no stop loss to break even. This isn't enough. I think we're going to chop around. I think I would just be guaranteeing a stop loss at break even and just get out of the trade. You know, if I was going to do that, I would rather just close the trade now and take 200 bucks. So no stop loss to break even. Not enough for me. Not even halfway to really a take profit level. Showed me, well, let's see. Showed me how many points of profit? Yeah, a little over 100 points of profit. That's not enough for me. Not really enough for me today. So that's my trade, guys. That's my trade. I'm gonna leave this one on. Which prop trading? This is my Top 1 Futures live account. This is my Top 1 Futures 15K live account. Got it. I forgot those pictures are on each report. For sure. You catch a good one. I am not brave enough. Selling into that bullish move. Yeah. I pulled my chicken shit move. Got to 420. Jumped out on the 1 minute and saw the 5 minute bottoming tail. Must learn to hold. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that, Pam. There's nothing wrong with that, right? This might reverse and come back on me. Here's where it starts to be an issue, right? Here's where it could start to be an issue, and this is just talking kind of objectively, right? If you want to go for smaller movements, there's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm scalping on the on NQ for these real small movements, like I'm in and out quickly. But if you do this on every trade, right? If we do this on every trade, right? And we run a 0.37 to 1 risk to reward, right? Where we start the trade with maybe $1,000 worth of risk and we take it off with, $400 every time, we're going to end up with naturally a really high win rate. You're going to win, most of your trades. Just randomly, if you were entering randomly like this, you would win most of your trades. But you're going to need a really, really high win rate because when you lose, you're going to have a very large loss. Your average win is going to be much smaller than your average losing trade, right? So, I think there's nothing wrong with hopping out for four. Whoa, I don't want to do that. Sorry. I think there's nothing wrong with oh my gosh. I think there's nothing wrong with hopping out for $400, but maybe, you wanted your trade to look like this, right? Maybe something closer to that where, you're closer to that 1-to-1, right? Personally, my humble biased, and I don't have it all figured out. I'm a regular, idiot on YouTube yapping about trading. My humble biased opinion, starting with a 1-to-1 just gives you a lot more freedom and flexibility, a lot more down the middle-ness when it comes to random distribution based on average win rate and average risk to reward, and going really negative unless you have something really specific that you're trying to exploit in the market, like I did for a while and I still do when I'm scalping like crazy on NQ, these really, really small price movements where you feel you can create an edge with that negative risk to reward really aggressively. Being really negative on risk to reward or really positive, it's going to create, at the extremes, it's going to create a challenge, a big challenge. Now, each of them have their advantages and disadvantages, but the problem runs into this, where here's where the problem is, right? There's nothing inherently wrong with negative risk reward or positive risk reward. Where we want to hold, that's the wrong. We want to hold, for example, towards this level, right? And we say we want to hold to take profit, right? And that's the thesis, that's the game plan. But every time price does this, we get out, right? And we find that we have an edge here. We might be able to grab 1-to-1. We might be able to grab, around a 1-to-1 with a little over a 50% win rate, right? But we never allow that to play out because we keep clipping it right here, right? We keep clipping it for $200, right? That's where the problem lies. So, if you guys want to watch a whole presentation on win rate and risk to reward and expectancy, I yap about that. It's on, you could Google just Zach Boyajian, win rate, risk to reward, or Real Deal Zach, win rate, risk to reward. It'll pop up on YouTube. There's nothing inherently wrong with either, but where the problem comes in for most traders is the execution, where we're intending to have a positive win rate or we're intending to have a negative win rate. And what do? Well, we mess it up. We move our stop loss even farther away. We close our winners early. We close at break even when we're not supposed to. We add into losers. We do all this random stuff that we should probably just be doing the exact opposite of, So that's where most of the problem lies. It's not that negative risk to reward is bad or positive risk to reward is bad, right? They each have their advantages and disadvantages, and I can go on and on about that if we want to talk about it. The problem lies in once you settle on trying to do something with a little bit of consistency, just completely throwing everything to the wind and, and going outside of that. So, if your goal is to hold, right, a little bit longer, try to hold a little bit longer. Most traders need to do that. If your goal is to get stop loss to break even quickly, get stop loss to break even quickly, right? Do that. Try to execute well. Trading is very simple, in my humble opinion. You can creating an edge is not easy. You have to create some kind of edge in the market through whatever tools you want to use, and discretion and experience and intuition, right? That's my opinion. But past that, which is the easier part, the mindset and psychology needed to execute effectively in a very random market, while also dealing with the natural randomness of probabilities and positive and negative variance, is the extremely difficult part, the part that almost nobody can do, right? Consistently, that everybody, to a degree, will struggle with until they start to come on the other side of it. So, I think about that in those terms, and it can help. Truth, it's so crazy. $300 win on a $100K account feels so tiny, but paying for $300 feels real. Yeah, 100%, guys, 100%. Don't lose sight of money in this game. It's very easy to do. Very easy to do. Yep, that's the muscle I need to work on. I've checked the data, and I definitely clipped too early. I just can't get my heart to follow my head. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It comes with time. It comes with experience. But yeah, so if you identify, it's a good point. It's great questions, guys, and great comments. If you identify a weak point, which is hard to do, it sucks, it's uncomfortable, like nobody wants to say, I need to get better at doing something, right? But I try to do that in my data. I try to look at what's going on, and you don't want to adjust too quickly, but we should all have an idea of what our Achilles heel is. And something you can think of is like, I need to build that muscle up. So if you're someone, for example, that doesn't hold their trades long enough, you really should be thinking in terms of almost all your trades, you're going to close too quickly. When you're getting ready to close, you probably want to hold a little bit longer. You want to kind of flip what you're doing on its head. And you want to build that muscle up, exercise that muscle, holding your trades longer. Maybe you're someone who's very greedy and they don't close their trades quick enough. They're constantly holding for this big move. They're constantly holding for a huge extension past their take profit point. You know that you need to clip your trades earlier. You know that you need to just leave the take profit and clip it, right? But it can be helpful and easy to think in those terms, like, what do I need to do a little bit better? I need to focus on doing that. You can hone in on it, right? So most traders know what that is. Maybe it's over trading. Maybe it's trading on tilt, taking 47,000 dumbass trades all day, right? Maybe you try not to do that. You go, I know I have to stop after 2. I cannot handle 2 losses. I'm done after 2. Just focus on that for the whole day, right? All you need to do to have a good day is just take 2 trades, lose, and then leave. You are way better than you were yesterday. And if you can build that, what happens? You start to gain sometimes, hopefully, you start to gain some consistency, you start to make some money, and then you're reinforced positively while you're building that muscle. So, think in those terms, guys. It can really help. I really try to think in that way myself, right? Look at my data. What's going well? What's not going well? What do I need to do more of? What do I need to do less of? And then I really try to lean in on that and really do more of that. So that's the thought process on that one, guys. Is that instant or past? Or past my eval? So this account right here, what you're asking, because I think you asked what account I was in. This is a Top 1 Futures 15K live account. This is what you get moved into after you do well enough in whatever account that you're trading in, either an eval or an instant funded account. Similar at really almost all prop firms. Not all. Some of them are just straight up bucket shops with no live. This I got moved to from a 150K instant funded account, if I want to be extremely specific. But with Top 1 Futures, you could trade both an eval or an instant funded account. Right now, they are very competitive on their instant funding accounts. If you want to check that out, since we got questions on it, link right here as we're hanging out, letting this trade run. I was going to hop over to NQ and just let this bad boy run, which I might still do, but we're having good conversation on it, so figured we would watch it for a little longer and we can hop over. If you want to check it off there, if you want to check it out, there is the link in chat. Code RDF gets you the best deal. If you want to support me, support yourself with the best deal. But remember, I'm partnered, I'm affiliated, I stand to make money. Can't be unbiased. (10:30 a.m.) we have our initial balance set. Now, chat. Now comes what we were talking about. We were talking about Edgeful and the initial balance report here on YM. Now comes the tough decision-making point. I have to be okay with the fact that if we come up and break this initial balance high over the last, let's go for 6 months, it was really strong. Over the last 6 months of data, we have not come back down and broken this initial balance low. Now, maybe I say, okay, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that stat. I don't really want to trade against that, but I'm in short. I like my entry. I still think we revert. I still think we pull back down at least to test VWAP at some point today. We take out everybody that's getting long. You know, we pop all these stops that are almost certainly right in here, right? And we get some liquidity to the downside to go fill. Maybe I say, hey, I'm not trading against that strong of a stat if I am going to look to take profit right in here around VWAP, right? Above this initial balance low, right? I'm not trading fully against that stat where we have to break out and move to the downside. But I'm also against the stat of which side forms first and which side breaks first. So if the initial balance low forms first and the high forms second, similarly to the way that it did today, the initial balance low formed first on the 9:30 a.m. 15-minute candle. The initial balance high formed second on the 9:45 a.m. 15-minute candle. We know that this side is more likely to break first. One side is likely to break, right? Based on which side forms first and second, one side is more likely to break first over the other. This side is more likely to break first today. We're likely to come up and hit this. And that sets in play the additional stats. It's kind of obvious, right? Like if we're trending to the upside, you know, if we're trending to the upside and putting higher highs and higher lows in, you know, we're gonna form the low first, right? Because we're on the way up, and we're gonna form the high second later into the day, right? We also have the we were talking about the the opening candle continuation stat. We also have that playing against us if we're looking at the first 30-minute candle. Or even the first 1 hour candle, right? First 60 minutes is a move to the upside. So I'm short, sitting in profit. I'm not going to look to make this a home run. Maybe my discretion, how I apply some of that discretion is that I got more and more stats stacking up against me to the upside. Maybe I look to take profit a little bit quicker, go stop loss to break even a little bit quicker. You know, these types of things can come in a small discretionary way, right? To add in some context throughout the trading session. Right, based on stats, market-generated information from statistics. That's the sauce here, guys. That's the sauce that I got for you today. But 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Appreciate you guys hopping on. We got a bunch of people on today, man. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for being here, chat. Y'all are awesome, man. Y'all are awesome. Excited to be starting these streams early. I did say at the beginning of this stream that tomorrow we have Clay from Top 1 Futures hopping on. It was supposed to be today. It is tomorrow. Clay from Top 1 Futures hopping on around 9:30 a.m. You are not going to want to miss this one, guys. I got a good feeling we got something big coming tomorrow. I know I said that last week. I know I said it for Tuesday. I'm letting you know now, we're expected for tomorrow. If you're a fan of Top 1, if you're a fan of prop firms in general, if you're a fan of deals on prop firms or free accounts, you might want to join the show tomorrow. I don't know. Just going to throw it out there. I don't want to ruin it for everybody who's on here all the time, but I will let you guys know. Might want to hop in here tomorrow. Past that, we got a giveaway coming up here today, guys. We're going to run a giveaway for a Top 1 Futures Ignite 50K account. Go ahead and get that ready for you guys. If you guys want, you can feel free, hit like, hit subscribe. You don't have to do anything, man. Free means free. Go ahead and get that smashed if you want. And then we're going to get the form ready to roll as we watch YM kind of just chop around up here. Consolidating, decide if it wants to break out to the upside, break to the downside, maybe give me a little bit of a W here, a little dubski. I said I was going to hop back over to NQ, but I think I'm just going to watch this because if we start to move lower, I'm going to look to take profit on this pretty quickly. Let me get my DOM pulled back up because we're going to use the DOM. The depth of market here. We're going to use that nice flatten all button down here. And we're also going to see that this won't get canceled when I hit flatten all. At least I don't think that it will, because this is not attached to this order right here. So if I just exited this position, this would be staying here, which is a dangerous thing to do. But in the meantime, somebody yell if it starts to sell off too much. I'm going to try to get this form ready to roll. We'll get somebody funded with an instant funded account from Top 1 Futures. All right, guys, the link is live in the 100% free trading Discord. Sorry for jumping that around. It's giveaway time. We're giving away a Top 1 Futures 50K Ignite instant funded account. If you are not in the free Discord and you don't know what I'm talking about when I say fill the form out, here's the link to the free Discord. It should already be in the chat, but I'm going to post it again for you guys that are late to the party. There it is in Kick. There it is in YouTube. If you are on X, click the link in my bio. It's going to take you to the site, realdealfutures.com. You can hop in the free Discord. Here's how to enter. Somebody said how to enter in all caps. The same way as always, guys. In the main chat in Discord, go ahead and get the form filled out. I'm going to leave it open to be able to be filled out, accepting responses for 3 minutes today. You guys are only going to have 3 minutes to get this filled out. Let's say 10:40. We're going to clip it 10:40 a.m. Eastern. No purchase necessary. Fill the basic form out. Don't fill it out more than one time. If you fill it out more than one time, I'm going to know about it, and then you get banned from everything, including the prop firm. You got to be in the live chat to claim the form. You have to be here. We had somebody almost not make it yesterday, but on Thursday. You got to be here to claim it. If the person that wins is not here to claim it in the chat, either YouTube, Kick, or X, we run it again. Go ahead and get that one filled out, guys. Shout out Top 1 Futures. If you want to check out Top 1 Futures, they are also linked in. They are also linked in the chat. Code RDF gets you the best deal. I see we got responses rolling in. Go ahead, get that form filled out. I see we got a bunch of people hopping into the Discord. Shout out you guys. Y'all are awesome. Also, remember to go down on YouTube, down towards the bottom, and click the live button. If you're not watching live, you're not getting the most up-to-date info, and you're going to be 3 minutes behind, and you're going to miss stuff. So make sure you go down to the bottom and click the live button so you are watching this in real time, or as close to real time as you can, because there's a few second delay here on YouTube. What do we got for me today, YM? What do we got? What do we have for me, YM? We're fixing to find out, as they say in the South. Afternoon, what's up? Andrew Baggs, still holding on to the, what's up? Hello, what's happening? Still holding on to the Xmas account giveaway from December. Nice. Nice. That's epic. Yeah, we got people getting paid out from these accounts now. It's awesome. I've had multiple people more than one people win an instant funded account with no activation fee and take a payout, a max payout. They went 0 to however much thousands of dollars they took out. $0 investment. So, but awesome, dude. Awesome to hear you're holding on to that. That's epic. Great risk management to be able to do that, man. Really, really solid. Really solid. Love to hear anybody holding on to accounts, man. That's epic. All right, guys, I'm going to give you another 20 seconds. I'm already past the time that I said. Another 20 seconds to get this form filled out in the 100% free trading Discord. And then we are going to run the giveaway. Last chance, last chance. And for those of you guys that are new, the duck race is just a random number selector. It's not anything too special. But the people love the ducks. We love running ducks here. Alright, alright, alright. We are done. No more responses. No more responses. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Remember, if you filled it out more than one time, which I could tell somebody did, I hope you step on a Lego barefoot. No, if you filled it out more than one time, you're just going to get banned from the prop firm, so don't do that. Don't do that, guys. I get it. I've been in bad spots. I've taken some liberties more than I should have, but don't do that. You're going to ruin it for yourself. We have so many opportunities to win, man, and so many live giveaways. Don't blow it all on one. Cool. All right. We got a lot of people on today. We got 111 people on for this one, man. Let's run it. Let's run it. It's a double starting point on the ducks. Damn. We have a double starting point. So if you don't see your duck is on here. It's just, you know, he didn't get stopped out. They just didn't stack it all in one line. So let's go ahead and run it. Again, this is for a 50K instant funded account from Top 1 Futures. Shout out Top 1 Futures for supporting me, supporting the stream, supporting you guys with these giveaways. Appreciate them. Remember, we are live here this week, 7:30 a.m. Eastern every damn day. Clap it up. Every damn day. Trading live, showing you what real trading looks like for me. Prop accounts, sim accounts, live prop accounts, everything in between, man. Scalping away, higher time frame, intraday swing trading. Going through, learning the ropes on TradingView, Tradeovate, Ninja Trader. Talking about prop firms. Talking about everything under the sun, man. Talking about fishing a little bit today. Giving out accounts. All for free $99. If you're new, you hopped on late. I don't sell anything. I don't have a course. I don't have a mentorship or a VIP or some weird specialty thing. I am partnered and affiliated with prop firms and software like Top 1 Futures that I stand to make money from, so I can't be unbiased. But I love that mutually beneficial relationship of being partnered and affiliated over other ways of doing things. So if you want to hop in the free Discord, it's free $99. There's no special thing where I go, well, you got to pay me to figure out. Nope. I yap about my trading. I give you guys the sauce. I trade live here every damn day. I show you the good, the bad. We run it up to payouts and live accounts and just back-to-back stuff. You know, I make mistakes. I have issues. I lose accounts, right? I show you what real trading looks like for me. I don't claim to be the best. I don't claim to have it all figured out. I'm not on any leaderboards or any of that crazy stuff, man. I'll just show you what real trading looks like for me. The good, the bad, everything in between. I think I got some juice. I think I got some good stuff to share. But guess what? You can hop on for free and decide that for yourself. I don't have to convince you of any of that. You could just let the content convince you of that or otherwise. Let's see. Yeah, you guys like the hope you step on a Lego barefoot comment? Yeah, dude, don't take advantage. Don't take advantage if you don't have to. Or just don't take advantage in general, not if you don't have to. Let's see, 45 seconds to go. It's a big pack today. We had a lot of people on the stream today, man. A ton of people across all platforms. For those of you that don't know, I get a lot of questions like, how do we have 100 something and there's only like so many on whatever platform? I stream to multiple platforms. I'm streaming right now to 3 different streaming platforms. YouTube, Kick, and X. I've also streamed to IG, which I think I'm going to do more of coming up. I'm going to stream to Instagram as well. So I'll be streaming to like 4 different spots. Maybe even Twitch in the future. We'll just stream everywhere. 10 seconds to go. Let's see who's going to take this one. Aldo ICT on the bottom. Tushar in the middle. Aaron. Miss Venture Trading. It's Me Trades. Yassine Adams looking strong. Digital Nukes. Spelled with a Z. Let's see who this is in the chat. Digital Nukes. Let me go ahead and find this person. Is that your Discord? Is that your... Digital Nukes, a.k.a. JC Trades. Where you at, man? Let's see if he is in the chat here to claim it. Remember, you got to be here. We got a lot of W's in the chat. Lot of W's in the chat. We got to be here to claim it for sure. For sure. There he is in the chat. W's in the chat for Digital Nukes taking the win. You are funded with a Top 1 Futures instant funded account. Account will come, just so you guys know, account will come directly from Top 1 Futures. There's nothing you have to do. If you don't get the account in a day, you could hit me up and say, hey, where's the account? Why are you giving out accounts and then I don't get them? But everybody gets their accounts. Straight from Top 1 Futures. If you want to check out Top 1 Futures, you say, hey, Zach, that's awesome. I don't want to wait for the next giveaway, which will probably be tomorrow. Maybe some other cool stuff tomorrow. I don't know. You might have to hop on the stream to get it. You could get 50% off Top 1 Futures with code RDF on the Ignite and Straight to Sim Funded Pro accounts. The OG Instant Fundeds are 40% off. But if it's your first or next Trade of 8 account open for everybody, whether you've been with Top 1 or not, the next one is 60% off, 60, with code RDF. Feel free to check it out. A lot of other prop firms are changing things around. They're tightening plans. They're retroactive rule changes. They're tightening stuff up. They're raising prices. Top 1 Futures so far, coming into the last couple weeks, have been widening out their rules, making it easier to work towards a payout and lowering prices. So maybe you take that as a bullish sign. I don't know. As always, guys, do your own research. Make your own decisions. I'm partnered. I'm affiliated. I stand to make money. I can't be unbiased. I think I said that like 20 times today, but I really like to be really transparent about that. Now, before we get ready to hop off the stream, YM trying to figure out what the hell it's doing here. Can it give me a dub real quick? Maybe it gives me a dub right as I come back over. Maybe. It'd be pretty cool if we can go and hit VWAP here and trade down into this candle. I'm not even looking for a big one out of this. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, guys. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do on this one. Here's gonna be my trade management. We'll see how this works out. I'm going stop loss to break even plus a couple ticks. Stop loss to break even plus a couple ticks, and I'm going to go take profit right in here. I'm gonna go take profit right in here. Let me just see, because I can't really measure this out from my initial entry point. Yeah, I'm gonna go take profit right in here. I'm gonna front run VWAP, or front run VWAP by a little bit. Unless it starts to sell off, then I'm just gonna close it. But this would be the take profit if I was gonna walk away. Before we do that, let's see if we can catch the W here. There we go. Give me the sauce. Give me the sauce, YM. There we go. Come on. Come on now. Give me the 400s. Give me the 400s. Come on. CVD dropping off. Coming into some liquidity to the downside here. Come on. Don't be shy now. Give me the 400s. Give me the 400s, will ya? Doesn't want to give me the 400s. Doesn't want to give me the 400s just yet. What are we doing on the rest of these? Just out of curiosity. ES. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. NQ. Kind of dip into the downside here. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit more out of this one. I'm gonna grab a profit on it, or it'll just rip right back to stop me out for 20 bucks. Closer to these 400s, just a little bit of a dip down. Like we're trading to like the 410s. I'd look to take it off. Just about 20 points out of this. I'm looking forward to the downside. Let's see. There we go. Trading 417s, trading to the 410s. I'm taking it right there, guys. I'm taking it right there for $600. W on the live stream, getting it done. Ended up with some W's, scalping NQ. We'll wrap it up right there, guys. I do want to get some NQ scalping in some prop accounts after I hop off this stream with you. So I don't really want to be managing this trade. I didn't have an OCO order, so I really couldn't walk away from that one. Remember, we talked about getting one side hit and not the other and what would happen there. Anyway, guys, we have live trading tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Eastern here. But more importantly, we got Clay from Top 1 Futures coming on the stream. I wouldn't miss this one. Clay will be on around 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Feel free to hop on if you guys want to check out what we got for you. Before I hop off, quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. Make sure you do your own research, make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even if funded prop from accounts. And the affiliate partner disclaimer that I talked about 1,000 times today that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content. Like Top 1 Futures, code RDF, Bookmap, Edgeful, and others. Y'all are awesome. Appreciate you guys. I see the chat blowing up. Thank you for being here, guys. I really appreciate you. Y'all are awesome. If you hung out this long with me, you are an OG. Thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. If not for you, I would just be yapping to myself. So thank you for being here, guys. Talk to you soon. See you live tomorrow.